Hi everyone, Richard here. So I'm testing out the DJI Action 2 and it mounted on the dashboard with the facing me instead of facing the road. I tested the one that's facing the road for a sunset. I'll leave a link somewhere. And today I just thought maybe I'll try facing towards me, the driver, and then do a vlogging while I'm driving. At the same time, test out the overheating situation. So now the difference between this and the previous videos is I've put the screen to sleep on the camera itself after about 1 minute or 30 seconds. You can do the setting, and I'll see whether how long before it takes to overheat, because I suspect the screen is also contributing to the overheating, because when I was recording the screen was on all the time because I was facing towards the front direction. So as we go while driving to work, we can see how does it record in the car in the low light, as well as the field of view. You can see it's quite wide. This is really much wider than the Osmo Action, the first one, and I can even see the top part here, right? So, and this is on the standard field of view with the warp, so it can actually go wider than this. Currently this is with the warp, which means that is the narrowest that the Action 2 has. Oops, accidents. Okay, there's an accident here. Oh, this is bad. It's like some truck here. It's always in the morning something happens, and thankfully I don't see any dead bodies there. I saw one last week. I was going to work, and this motorcyclist was, I think he hit the curb or something, divider, or a car hit it, and he was, all his chickens were thrown over the road, and he was lying on the road. It was a pretty bad scene, and the ambulance had to come. Hopefully he's okay. So that is a race of driving every day, right? I mean, you're on a bicycle or you're in a car. I see a lot of accidents. That's why dash cams sell very well in my country. So you practically can compile. There's someone compiling all the accidents, and he's getting lots of views. So this is I'll switch to the wide, and then there's one more super wide. Let's switch to that. Okay, now I've switched to wide from the standard view. Oh my god, this is like hugely, like so wide, right? So it's like I'm in a space capsule, and it's really wide. I mean, I'm actually okay with the Osmo Action field of view. I have no problem with it. I think it's just nice, not too wide and not too narrow. The standard on this with D-Warp is nice for me as well, but I find it still wide. But I don't think I'll be using this. This is wide, and there's one more even wider, because wide lens, the edge tend to be stretched. So you probably see my face fatter than I am. I'm actually not that fat, right? That's a joke. So it is, once you reach the age, your face gets stretched, as though you're like the Elephant Man. Sorry to But you know, let's switch over to the ultra wide and have a look. Okay, now you're looking at the ultra wide, and look how big my steering is and how small my head is. So suddenly I become like super small and super far away. It's like, oh my god, look at my hands. Got giant hands, giant fingers, giant hands. You know, giant hands, good for something. So anyway, this is the ultra wide, and you can even see the sky. Is that the sky? Yeah, okay. It's as though I'm riding in a bubble in a spaceship, or space junk. That's how wide it is, and I'm not sure why did it flip. He detected that it's gone the other way around and it flipped my camera. I can see it on the phone that I'm using it to record remotely. So we're down to how many minutes of recording now? So hopefully I'm not going to get a overheating warning and stop recording. I'm not sure. Let's see how far this goes. If it ends suddenly overheated, you know why. So I better say goodbye now in case it just stops recording. So anyway, this is the ultra wide. It's crazy wide. You can see the sky and everything. Yeah, you know, and I think this is extremely too wide for me. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for. Maybe even if I put this on a drone, I don't think I like the view because all the sides will be distorted. It's like overkill. It's like, look at that. That's so far away. So, but it does kind of look nice for this driving vlogging because you get to see the clouds above. Right, that is impressive. And you get to see the oversized steering wheel. So currently now I'm having this with the screen off on the unit. I think most likely it can last a bit longer than if I leave the screen on. I'm not sure. We'll try and see how many minutes after this before it shuts down. And yesterday when I tested the front facing view, it took 10 minutes and it overheated. And it was less than 10 minutes because I stopped and the recording and took photos and then start recording again 3 times. And the third time after that it's overheated and I couldn't record anymore. So this common theme, many other YouTubers have been using it and reported that it does overheat. Sometimes some people got 5 minutes out of it, some people got 3 minutes out of it, and if you're in a much cooler country, probably you get longer. I'm in the tropical, so it's crazy hot, but each of the time that it overheated, I was in the car recording with my aircon on. It's actually cold now. It's 20 degrees Celsius. So the heat problem from external heat shouldn't be a problem. So it is only the device that's overheating. There's no vents, it's totally enclosed, there's no ribs across the body. I think they should have done some ripples that will give it larger surface area and the heat to dissipate, because the whole thing is smooth and the heat can't dissipate, and when it overheats, when you try to hold it, it feels like a oven. It's practically someone did a heat camera. It's roughly about 84, 85 Celsius. That is pretty hot, right? It's almost towards 90. You can't hold it. 80 plus Celsius, you won't be able to hold it. It's very, very hot. Even I was trying to switch it off. It's very hot, even on the button itself. So I'm not sure how long this Action 2 will last in terms of durability, and how long this will last in terms of components, because of the heat. You're talking about 80 plus Celsius constant, and you're going to use it for a long time. You know, you buy this for your own vlogging and things like that. So if it's going to be that hot, will the screen delaminate? Will the front lens fork up later on? You know, we do not know. So it's so new. It's just out for a couple of days. It's technically actually what, the second, third day I'm having this camera. So Action 2, interesting form factor, but the overheating most likely won't go away because of the design. It's such a small package that there is no way for the heat to escape. The main body is waterproof, so you can imagine if it's waterproof with all the components and you're shooting 4K, you most likely it will overheat because there's no vents, there's no heat. It's coming out through the case itself. So, and the case doesn't have more ridges or ripples around the edge. They should have put some of that, and if you put that, it's great for the heat dissipation, and it's also good for holding because there's grip there. Currently it's so smooth, you can drop it if you're just holding it like that. So, which is why this is, I think design wise they did a mistake there to have add the ridges, and it adds to the holding grip, and as well with the ridges it really would release more heat, and it will cool down the unit better. So I'm not just commenting because I'm just a normal user. No, because I'm a qualified product designer, industrial designer. I design things for people to use. So that could have been done on the body, the entire sides could have been in ribs, so that there's a larger surface area for it to dissipate heat, and as well it's good for holding if you need to. So that is my advice for DJI. If they really look at this, maybe in the Action 2S, put in some ribs. Okay, so it's like biceps at the side, so you get more surface area for heat dissipation, and it is easier to hold. The other thing is, I couldn't understand how to get the internal recording video out, because when I plug it to the laptop on the Type-C from the power battery pack, nothing happens. So I assume that they haven't updated the firmware to transfer the file out. Okay, that's all folks. So the camera overheated and it shut down while I was vlogging and driving. So give me a thumbs up and do subscribe for my next video. I hope DJI resolve this, because it's really annoying that you don't know when it will cut off. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and I think 15 minutes max probably, and it will shut down and you can't record anymore. You have to cool it down. I practically put on the aircon to blast it for about 5 minutes, and then I can continue this recording. I don't know how long more before it shuts down. So really, DJI, if you're looking at this, please do something. It's not working out. it's a design problem, it's an engineering problem. I hope maybe you have to dial down the bit rate of the video. No idea. You have to do it with the software, because the hardware wise you can't do anything anymore. The product is released and you're selling it, and people can't fully use it, right? So it's a shame that we have a great package here, but engineering wise I think you really need to look at it. The only way to resolve this is through your software, unless you change the whole design again. So okay, that's all folks. See you. Have a nice day.